Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is July 22nd, 2018, and this is our daily cryptocurrency market news analysis where we need to give you all price predictions according to the charts. And first one up today is going to be Bitcoin. You can see that this currency is up 1.23%. Last trade was $7,500 even. And if you guys saw our video yesterday, we definitely told you all that we were looking for Bitcoin to continue to move higher in price. Albeit $7,500, $7,600 is resistance, and you guys can see here on the daily price chart for Bitcoin that the market is definitely coming across some resistance right now. So we definitely got to be cautious in the market as Bitcoin continues to trade towards that $7,600 area. 3-hour chart for Bitcoin. Again, you can see here that the market is still showing us indications of strength, but right now we're coming across prior areas of resistance that Bitcoin had to overcome in order to move higher, and it was not successful. So definitely we have to be watching the market right now to see if Bitcoin can in fact break that price. Stockpile is definitely coming in the market right now, which is giving us indications that Bitcoin may not be ready. Let's take another look at the 1-hour chart for Bitcoin. And literally you guys can see here that we are getting some indicators of weakness in the space. If this current 1-hour bar in fact closes towards the low of the bar, then expect continue moving to the downside. It might actually hold support around 74.80 and then move higher from there. But definitely overall I still see indications of the market for Bitcoin moving higher, even though you need to be cautious and be careful because we are coming across resistance now. So now the next one on the list is going to be Ethereum. So this is Ethereum paired against USD. This currency is currently up almost 1%, 0.82. Last trade was $467.34. And if you saw our video yesterday as well, we told you that Ethereum was trading across an area of resistance of $467. And it is still going on to this day, but the volume is awfully light, so we might be coming across indications of lack of interest in higher prices to where we're going to move back down to the downside. But definitely you can see that 475 is resistance as well. We're going to take a quick look at the 3-hour bars for Ethereum, and again you guys can see that stockpile is coming in this particular space, which definitely tells us that that is still a very strong area of resistance in Ethereum. As I try to zoom out, you can see here that 470 is a very huge area of resistance that held at support in the background of the chart. So literally we need to wait and see whether or not the market is going to push substantially to the downside, or will it find support relatively soon, like around $465 or even $460. If it's going to hold support around 460 or even 455, then that's still a good area of consolidation to where you would still expect Ethereum to continue to move higher in price. Before I move on to another currency, let's take a quick look at the 1-hour. And again, stockpile is definitely coming in the market. So in the short term, I'm looking for Ethereum to continue to move low in price. It has to hold support in order for us to continue to move higher or have increased probabilities of moving higher above 464 or even $460. If it breaks $460, then again we're more or less in line with consolidation. But if we stay above 464 even 460, then I'm still looking for Ethereum to move higher in price. The next one up on the list is going to be Litecoin. So you can see that Litecoin is moving lower today, down 1.23%. Last trade was $83.16, and the daily price chart for Litecoin is giving us another probable precursor of strength at this particular moment. So definitely we're trading more in line with the consolidation in Litecoin. $80 is acting as support and $88 is resistance. Given the fact that we did have 3 days of the market moving lower in Litecoin, and how we held support, or at least we closed higher than previous close yesterday, lets us know that we are transitioning into a consolidation in Litecoin. Taking a quick look at the 3-hour bars in Litecoin, you can see here that we are maintaining strength. And even on this 3-hour bar, even though stockpile is coming in the market, if we in fact close above this previous close, then that still gives us confirmation that the market is definitely leaning more towards higher prices. Now, what I'm seeing is consolidation in the short term. $82 up to 84 is that consolidation point, just like what we saw here in this particular background of the chart. But there's still indications of strength in the market, especially if this 3-hour bar for Litecoin closes towards the high of the bar or even above that previous close. So now we're taking a quick look at the 1-hour chart for Litecoin, and you can see here that even on the 1-hour chart, that strength is still here. We will have to overcome $84 though in order for us to continue the probabilities of moving higher in price, and that's what we literally got to go through in the short term. Okay, so the short term expect consolidation. $84, maybe even around $85 is resistance, and support has to be held around $82 or even $81 in order for us to continue our trajectory of moving higher. So like if I was to draw a line, you guys can definitely see that this is where the market trajectory is going in the short term, which is one of the main reasons why we need to continue to see that happen in Litecoin. So I'm gonna draw a quick line right here for y'all. So Litecoin definitely cannot break this ascending line in order for us to stay within the probabilities of moving higher. So it can come all the way back down towards 82 or even a little lower than that, but definitely we're still on track for higher prices at this particular time in Litecoin. So next on the list is going to be Ripple. So you can see that Ripple currently is moving higher. They're up almost 1%. Last trade was around 45, almost 46 cents. And the daily price chart for Ripple, I told you all yesterday, you watched our video, that I'm looking for them to move higher, back up towards 46 cents. And it came all the way up to 46 cents today. And again, there's still little indications of a lack of interest in high prices in Ripple at this particular time. Taking a quick look at the 1-hour, 3-hour chart for Ripple, and you can see here that strength is still here. So I'm still looking for Ripple to move higher. The market may come across some resistance around 46.5 cents, so just keep that in mind. But definitely there's still strength in Ripple that I'm looking for this currency to move higher in price. Taking a quick look at the 1-hour chart, you can see here again that resistance is around 46.5 cents in or around that price, but strength is still coming in the market. So we might fall a little short as resistance to where we might move back down to the downside. So just be careful. We might not actually hit 46.5 cents. It might fall a little shorter than that. But nevertheless, I'm still seeing indications of a little bit movement higher in price in Ripple. So next on the list is going to be EOS. So now you can see that EOS currently is moving a little bit lower today. They're on 0.5%. Last trade was $8.10 or $8.11. The market is still showing us indications of stockpile coming in the market currently. Definitely lets us know that there is some weakness still coming in EOS at this particular time. And you can see it right now on this 3-hour bar to where that $8.20 is resistance. And that's why we're getting some stockpile coming in the market right now. In order for us to maintain the ability to move higher in price, EOS cannot break $8. I can even take it coming all the way down to $7.80 in order for us to continue our movement higher in price. But if it breaks $7.80, then expect the market to continue to move lower in price. Okay. Quick look at the 1-hour bars for EOS. And again, you can see here as I try to zoom out that the resistance is coming in at $8.20. What I'm looking for in EOS is consolidation in the short term. $8.20 is resistance, all the way back down to $7.80 as support. Okay, so expect that to for EOS to bounce in between those prices until we're ready for the market to continue to move higher in price. Okay, if we get a lot of volume around this $8.20 area, then definitely we're going to move lower in price in EOS. I don't necessarily see that occurring at this particular time, but definitely there is slight indications of weakness to where we might move a little bit lower in the short term. So next on the list is going to be Dash. So you can see that Dash currently is moving higher, slightly up 0.05%. The last trade was $253.22, and this is the daily price chart for Dash at this particular moment. And definitely out of the last 3 days, stockpile is definitely being revealed in the market in Dash, which is not a very positive thing to see in the market. Definitely lets us feel as if Dash has more downside movement to go. And again, it might find that support around $200, or it could come a lot lower than that over the next couple of weeks. But given the fact that we have seen this weakness 2 out of the 3 days, definitely lets us know that the interest in higher prices is not here at this particular moment. Okay, now given the fact that we are seeing stockpile on the smaller time frame and we're not necessarily moving to the downside, definitely tells us that there's someone in Dash buying up the selling that is currently coming into the market. And one of the things I want to show you all on the 3-hour chart is where that ascending line is. So as long as Dash does not break this ascending line, then what you want to do is expect that continued movement higher in price. Now what might happen in Dash is the ability for the coin to find support on our ascending line. If that's going to be the case, then we're still in a upward movement, and you would expect Dash to continue to move higher in price. Right now I can see support try to come in around 250 or even around $243, $245 to where the market can continue to move lower. Okay, but if we break anywhere below this ascending line, then definitely expect Dash to move to the downside. I can actually see it trying to hold support around 240 as well. But anything below 240, then definitely continue to expect Dash to move to the downside. Okay, so that's all I have for today. Today is July 22nd, 2018. Still see some strength in the market, not necessarily seeing overwhelming a lot of strength, but that can change as we go throughout the course of this day. So please understand, this is a snapshot of what is currently happening in the market. It is subject to change depending on what occurs throughout today's trading day. Now, if you're not a member of ours on our HueFin News Patreon page, then definitely you need to come on over to our HueFin News Patreon page, because there's where I do the market updates. Especially if I see anything change in the market, I definitely allow our members to see the changes that we have seen on the charts. So you're not going to get that here on this channel. Okay, so if you want to stay abreast of any market updates, then definitely you have to become a member of ours on our HueFin News Patreon page. And as well as that, there's a lot of other benefits. You guys would definitely become part of the community to where we all can converse and discuss various topics about cryptocurrency, gold, oil, commodities, whatever the case may be. Or even if you have any questions regarding how language analysis actually works, you can definitely ask it there as well. So again, we look forward to you all coming over to our HueFin News Patreon page. If not, I mean, we'll definitely understand you guys will eventually come on over, because you're not getting this for price predictions anywhere else the simplistic way that we are able to do it. So in the meantime, make sure you all maintain your profitability, and I will see you all later.